Holiday shopping is so stressful.
It doesn't have to be. BlendJet is the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
BlendJet?
It's the portable blender that lets you make smoothies and shakes anywhere.
That sounds amazing. But what about the price?
That's the best part. BlendJet's Black Friday sale is going on right now. It's their lowest price ever.
I'm sold. Where do I get it?
Just go to blendjet.com. But you've got to hurry. The sale won't last forever. blendjet.com.
We're here. And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 249. With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm just a little lost right now. I don't know what's going on. And, the camera looks really far away, bro.
It looks different.
It does.
Things are different. I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know either. I don't know, and I kind of don't care.
Here's the thing.
It's one of those things.
I'm just going to grab a beer. Let's just...
Oh, yeah, let's get into it. So we're having St. Arnold Summer Vibes Variety Pack. Now, some of these beers we've already had before, but...
Like this first one.
It's all part of this little variety pack that they have here. Got this at the local beer store. I was like, because we wanted a bunch of the summer vibes and things like that, so...
We like variety packs.
Yeah, what's up, Dylan?
Mr. Busby's in the house. I got to give a real quick shout out to Mr. Busby, Mr. Dylan.
He ate that jock strap like a champ.
He did not. He did not. Apparently, he's paying off the bet. We'll get that here shortly.
See, I told him, I was like, you could be bought. You acted like the whole time, like, you're going to have to do it. I'm not, jersey's not going to work.
I've already said.
All this stuff. And
I could be bought.
And then you're
but
bought.
I do want to, just give him a shout out for finally realizing
that you can be bought?
That I'm his dad. Because he got me this Lion shirt here that says...
Hey, it's Father's Day, too.
Number one dad. So
that is the cheesiest thing ever.
After I just completely owned him in the WNBA league this last week.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah, you're in it. I'm playing you this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't ever look to see who I'm playing. I just let it go.
Yeah. So thanks for the shirt. I got this yesterday in the mail. I appreciate it.
That guy's still winning at life, isn't he?
No, he's not actually.
They broke up?
He's winning it. In that aspect, yes.
I don't care about baseball.
Then he put a baby in that.
Did he?
Yeah.
God, so did they get bigger?
Oh, they did.
God, dog. You lucky son of a bitch.
Whiskey Pro, hello. I hear you guys like beer.
I do.
I've had it before.
I like it. So I like the can on this. Looks really cool. So we're having award-winning summer pills, crisp and refreshing. Where's the ABV on this thing? I don't see it. 4.9. Okay. Do you got any words on this? Because usually
Untapped's not working. So.
Oh, St. Arnold. Let me just look it up. I'm going to look it up. Summer pills, right?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite. And
you love pills.
I love pills. It's so damn good.
So while you're looking it up, we just actually got done recording for the SB Fantasy Football Podcast our top 20 fantasy quarterbacks for this year. Oh, yeah. It's going to be dropped in 2 episodes. The first episode will drop Friday. Ooh. Second episode will be dropped on Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So make sure you guys follow that podcast and have those noties turned on.
All right. Summer Pills. It's a lager Helles. Wait. So is a Helles a Pilsner a Helles? I don't, because I love Helles lagers. I'm on record being a big Helles guy. Yeah. Anyways, a true Bohemian style Pilsner. Crisp and refreshing. This beer is perfect for a hot summer day. St. Arnold Brewing Pills has a delicate sweet malt taste complemented by an abundant hop aroma and flavor. This beer is brewed with fine German malt and a copious quantity of noble hops imported from the Czech Republic. St. Arnold Summer Pills is best consumed at 36 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it's won a shitload of awards. You're talking, 97, 03, 05, 08, 09, 2013, 2014. Yeah, just racking them up. Hey,
Angry Artist is in the house. What's up, William? Thank you so much for that share, brother. We appreciate it.
What's up, dude? But yeah, so that's I think it's great. One, you got the Father's Day shirt on. It's Father's Day this weekend. You excited? Do you do anything special with your dad?
I've never met him before.
I was gonna say, do you and the girls do anything special? But then I just couldn't help myself. Y'all shared an intimate moment at Applebee's once, right?
Once we were in the same restaurant. It wasn't Applebee's. It was called the Big Apple up in Michigan.
Damn it! I knew Apple was involved. I knew it was involved.
We were both there at the restaurant at the same time. He was up at the bar. I was at the restaurant with the family eating. noticed the guy who kept looking at us or whatever. And then after he left, my mom goes, "Did you see that guy that was looking over us the whole time?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, that was your dad."
Does he look like you, or do you look like your mom?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what he looks like? You couldn't pick him out of a lineup?
No.
Well, that's sweet. Nice family memories.
Yeah.
So, like this weekend, what do y'all usually do for Father's Day?
I sit at home and don't do much.
Is it your serious, like your day off?
Yeah, this is like
They really give you a day off?
Yeah.
You want to go play golf? Oh shit! Did we used to go play golf on Father's Day?
No.
Because we used to do it on like like every holiday. We'd always be golfing.
My birthday.
We'd always go on your birthday.
We used to go on my birthday all the time.
Okay, all right.
Which you can in January in Texas because it's usually nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice day.
Yeah. No, I usually sleep in, wake up to breakfast and things like that, and they'll get me a couple things, and maybe it's something that I can play with or
little craft or something like that. Lego guy, so you probably get
I
Legos.
like Legos,
and stuff.
Yeah. So I just kind of sit at home and hang out with the fam.
That's cool.
All
right, nice.
I don't do anything because typically weekends I'm working a lot, and it's Father's Day. I just always I don't do anything.
Okay.
So
well, let's go back. What's your favorite Father's Day either gift or moment or something cool that happened to you? Anything cool happened to you?
Let's see here. We went to Medieval Times one year, and that was cool.
No shit.
Yeah, that was a good time. Had a lot of fun there.
I've been as an adult. I was 21 the last time I went, but it was fun.
Yeah, they had this whole Father's Day package thing. We were front row where we were sitting, and I got a big old mug and
Papa was
and
a
all
Rolling
that.
Stone. Yeah.
Busby said, "I'm very curious where Rogers ends up in your rankings. You'll
Check it
have
out.
to listen to find out."
Now, we did do something different this time. We did fire up the phone and record video as well. So if you are on our YouTube page, it's
SB Fantasy Football Podcast.
easy peasy to find. And so we've put a couple recordings up there, doing some shorts and things like that. But yeah, most of it's audio. So if you want audio only, check us out on iTunes or Google Podcasts, wherever you stream podcasts. iHeartRadio, Spotify,
Bullhorn, Deezer.
Yeah. So, well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, some days you just need a time off. And, I took off Monday and I took off Tuesday. Well, I'm off on Monday and then I took off Tuesday to make a nice little 4-day weekend. It had nothing to do with Father's Day, really. I even told all the kids, I asked, Jacob, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You going to do anything special for Father's Day? He's like, oh, I don't think so. I was like, oh, man, just relax, chill. I was like, I didn't invite anybody to come over.
I've grilled out a few times on Father's Day, but that's my choice. It's always my choice. What we want for dinner is always my choice. I know we had one year, the first year Brutal opened up, which we'll get into that here in a little bit. We went out to Brutal for the their opening. Their first day they opened up was on Father's Day.
I saw that post, Dylan. I just can't comment or like anything that has anything to do with the Unabomber. But yeah, R.I.P. the
just
Unabomber.
know he was crying when I got here.
I saw it. But yeah.
And he looked at me with eyes swollen from tears and said, "Do you believe it?"
You're such a jackass.
I'm just... And I was like, "Believe what?" He's like, "He's dead, man."
God. They're dropping like flies. People are just dying left and right.
And then
now.
you held up this letter. He's like, "He just sent this to me last week." I was like, "What?" So apparently they're
pen pals.
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's awkward. It was awkward.
God.
But yeah, what about you?
I don't have anything planned, and I think that's one of the things that I like to do is not do anything. I'll probably end up doing stuff around the house. Talk about a dream guest for a dress casual.
I could only
Bro, I don't see how you didn't get him on where he just call the line and y'all just sit there and talk. He would have done it. I mean, think about everybody that's out in prison. They'll talk to you because they got nothing else going on.
They all got phones and stuff too.
Yeah,
it's crazy these days. Mm-hmm. When I used to live in Abilene, I worked at a GameStop out there, was store manager out there at one, and we had a lady that came.
Out there?
No, we had a lady that came from the jail with shopping lists from the inmates.
Oh.
And would come in and buy stuff for them. They would give her money and tell her what games that they wanted because they have video games and stuff in their cells.
Yeah.
Because the way they see it is if they're behaving, cool.
Yeah.
Reagan's
guy is out now, of course. I forgot his name already. Just Google it. You'll be able to find it. It's not hard.
John Wilkes Booth.
I don't think, no, that's a different guy.
Different guy?
It's a different dude. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's going to be 101. I'm not really excited about being outside this weekend. I don't want everybody to come over unless they show. If they show up, they show up, But yeah, no, in the history of it, I've never really, the kids used to always make you stuff, little hands and things into the, what is it, the the plaster.
Yeah.
Whatnot. So
they would do that the last week of school, and they'd have to hold on to it for a little while.
Yeah, no, and of course we were real big into crafts here, and like Lizzie and whatnot, and so I'd be like, okay, I loved all that. I thought it was great. Right. I still have a lot of that stuff. I'm still hanging up around, and so that yeah, and then but as far as like anything else, yeah, I don't want to do anything, man. It's
my day.
Yeah, I would literally just sleep in. Like, just leave me alone. And then maybe we'll go to dinner, or maybe we'll go get drinks or something. All my kids are old now, so it's like, let's go get a beer.
It's always like, what do you want for breakfast? What do you want for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
And you make me whatever I want for breakfast and dinner, and it usually encompasses maybe a nap or two.
Yeah,
little
Sunday
you wake up, you eat breakfast, you take a nap, hang out with the family for a little bit, and maybe you lay down to watch like a movie or something, and maybe your eyes close and you sleep for a little bit.
The nap is underrated.
I'm a huge fan of the nap.
I have to. It takes me a minute to actually sit down and unwind to take a nap because my mind's always going, and it definitely is. It's difficult for me to do it, but I can do it like during a lunch break. I can definitely fall asleep.
I can do it during my 2 15-minute breaks.
That's insane.
I get up from my desk, set a timer for 15 minutes, lay down. I'm out in a minute. The other day, like yesterday, I woke up, panicked. I was like, oh crap, I overslept. And I still had like 5 minutes left on my nap. I was like, oh, okay.
So if you guys do anything special for Father's Day, let us know. Put it in the chat or send us a message or whatever, and we'll talk about it next show. Or if you have any special memories, stuff like that, if you want to tell us about them, just do it. Be a lot of fun. This beer is delicious.
It is. It is really good.
We had a couple good beers before the show too: Space Cake and Devil's Jorts. Devil's Jersey
Devil's Jorts.
Yeah. So we'll be posting those in the next couple of days. John Hinckley Jr. is the guy's name, and he is selling art on eBay. Yeah, that's what Biden's kid does. That's how he. It's essentially a way to launder money. Like, he just farts out something onto a board, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, this would be $5 million." Oh, okay, here you go.
What was that one art piece was a banana duct taped to a board, and it was worth like $4 million or something stupid like that.
Dude, people are so dumb.
Busby, allegedly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's how he is able to get money and funnel it to his family and crap like that. Like, it's allegedly. It's a whole thing. God, it's insane. But yeah, what the hell else we got to talk? I don't even want to talk about anything else. I just want to have more beer and do more shows. Like, we got recordings we got to do. We got to do the baseball one.
We do. We have the baseball to record. That's a problem.
Look, he's already cocked back now. Now he's relaxed.
We do so much stuff now, and so many just regular podcasts, and we're doing all the beer reviews for the week to release.
I figured we'd have more to talk about because we didn't do our Monday show.
We didn't. No. I
took the day off, man.
Had some things I had to take care of.
Yeah.
But
some a-hole actually came along and the banana as a performance art. Hey, they ate the banana. That's right. That doesn't fit.
Guy was hungry. What are you gonna do,
dude? That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's hungry. He sees a banana. He says, I like bananas."
We're not gonna fall for the banana on a towel pipe.
No.
Were we watching that movie a week or two ago?
Last week, I think it was.
We were watching Beverly. We're out back having some beers, smoking some cigars, and watching Beverly.
Looking to make your holiday gifts more extraordinary? There's one place you need to go. PaperSource. PaperSource's gift wrap collection includes hand-illustrated designs, stone paper, sustainable handmade fine papers, and even pine-scented wrap. Don't want to do any wrapping? PaperSource has easy solutions with their pre-wrap gift boxes and bags. Or you can leave it to the professionals with their in-store wrapping service. Give yourself time back and wrap up your holidays with something extraordinary. Visit papersource.com or stop by a PaperSource near you today.
Wake up at Holiday Inn Express to a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. Count on all the hot, fresh coffee you need and an incredible breakfast buffet that has something for everyone, like eggs, cinnamon rolls, and even hot, fresh pancakes with all the toppings you crave. Next time, do yourself a favor and stay at a Holiday Inn Express with a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. So, when you wake up at Holiday Inn Express, you'll wake up happy, a part of IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Hills Cop. It was freaking great.
It's a great movie.
He goes, hey, drops off car off at valet. He goes, take it easy with this time. All this shit happened last time. Car's like beat to shit. Oh my God.
Springer with the homer.
Nice.
He's on my team.
Yordan
Alvarez is the missed 4 weeks with an oblique strain.
Oh, that's ground rule double.
Yeah.
We got baseball. That's all we have is baseball. That's all we got going on right now because the NBA Finals finished up on Monday. Did you watch that game?
No.
It was,
And then the
okay.
NHL Finals finished yesterday.
Well, let's talk more about the NBA since I just said NBA. And so it went, It was 4-1. So the Heat only won one game. They were at 8 seed. They were completely outmatched. That whole thing.
Denver was just a better team.
A true number one, solid team. Then, they kind of ran away with several games. Really wasn't close in most of them.
No.
But the last game was interesting. Bam had a great series, with the
Bam
Heat.
Majera? Yeah, his first time in the...
No, Bam Majera.
Oh.
Out of Bayou.
Okay.
So it was fun to watch some Kentucky kids play there. They were previous UK players and things like that. Jamal Murray and Bam Adebayo. But Joker was just out of control. Like, he just had a hell of a hit.
The Joker is my new favorite player.
Is he? You going to get you a shirt?
I might. I just might. Like...
The rainbow shirt?
And he's just... And you know what? I can be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting your shirt. He's like, do it or don't. I don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care about anything.
He just, like... I never seen someone so defeated by winning the NBA championship. Like, because he's like...
Bam Adebayo's dead too?
No, he's not.
He's not dead.
No.
You jackal.
No.
You animal.
Gosh. But they're asking me, like, oh, you excited about the parade? It's like, parade? When's the parade? Like, he's looking at, they're like, Thursday's like, no, I got to go home. They're like, you can go home on Friday. He's like,
He wants nothing to do with it. It's so great.
And then he drops the most true line in history. Nobody likes their job. I mean, maybe someone does, but they're lying. Like, this guy is...
He's a man of the people.
He's a man of the people. Like, just watching him and, like, he's sitting there and they're like, oh, which they're doing the interviews. Like, you talked about for the conference finals how you're real happy for Jamal. And he's just like, oh, I thought this was going to be fun. This isn't fun.
This is not a good time.
He's like, who are you the most happy for? He's like, everybody. I'm happy for all my teammates for winning this. Like, there's a video of him there in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, everyone's, shaking the bottles of champagne and stuff. And he grabs it and he kind of shakes it a little bit and it does nothing. He's just like, meh.
He just kind of gives a little whatever. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He does not care.
He does not care. And then he's also got the great line. Hold on, I think I took the picture of this. He had so many just like great lines. They didn't believe in the fat boy. Don't bet against the fat boy.
Oh, God. His homeland is at war. Yeah.
He just wants to get home to his horses.
Yeah, he just wants to get home, drink beer, and ride around his horses.
Yeah, that's it. He just wants to hang out with his horses. That's it. Because he's a big horse guy, huge horse guy.
I feel like he's too big to ride horses. Like, he's over the weight
Well,
limit.
he does like horse racing. Like,
so he rides them?
No. He owns horses.
Okay, so he breeds and trains horses. Horse trainer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That type of thing. But yeah, no, he's a...
Because remember that one chick that was like throwing a fit because they wouldn't let her get on a horse because she weighed too much or some shit? And then, she's like bitching about it. Like, well, you're going to hurt the fucking animal.
Right.
Hey,
if I walked up to a horse and socked it, she'd be pissed off.
just punch his shit out.
Just walk up and just sock the shit out.
All I can hear is that sound of the fucking thing. Remember that one night we were talking about who do we know that could punch a horse and like lay it the fuck out? And I was like, I think it's Mike Graham. I think that's the only dude I know that could go up and just fucking pound one of those horses.
And Mike Graham's more of a lover than a fighter.
Well, I know.
He got out of a lot of his fights by just being the big guy.
I feel like though, but
he would show up.
I think he just punched one.
There were several times, like, I've talked about it before. Like, I was always trying to get in fights.
Yeah.
And then Mike would walk up with my other buddy Brandon Gaines, who are they're both big dudes.
That's what I was saying.
They would walk up behind me like, is there any problems? They're like, whoa, are you friends with these guys? Yeah, you got a problem with it?
I don't.
And they're like, no, man, we're cool. Let me buy you a beer. I'm like, no, damn it. We're going to fight.
You're still holding on.
I
think if you've ever been in a real fight, you wouldn't be too keen to be in another one. You know what I mean? Like, but you never got the chance to get your face knocked in.
I was in a couple fights.
You know what I mean?
I handled my own.
Yeah,
I'm wiry. Wiry.
But yeah, I think it'd be hilarious. I can just see Mike Graham walk up to a horse, just boom. But you also see that from Joker. Like, I think if a horse started getting a little squirrely with Joker, and he just, come here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The horse is trying to buck a little bit. He just pulls down them
But I
reins.
picture him more as like a horse whisperer.
Yeah, he's
like,
just talking
he just
to
kind
him.
of goes like, hey, buddy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
God.
Do you think any pro athletes in the U.S. are spies? Probably.
Pro athletes?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Maybe NBA players if I had to pick. Maybe some NHL.
Yeah, like, do you really think Wang Zhuzhu lasted in the NBA as long as he did because he was good? No, there was some underhanded stuff going on there.
Under the table? What's underhand stuff?
Just dirty.
It sounds dirty. It sounds filthy.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
All it takes is one SB win and you meet the president close range. Do you like Kelsey? Did you see what happened?
I saw him wander over to the mic.
It still had the presidential seal on it. And you can't talk on the podium with the seal on it unless you're the president.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's a real
so
thing?
that they're taking the picture with him, and he just walks up there and he's like, "I've been waiting for this moment, Mo." And he was going to say, address how's the president always address to the American people or something like that.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans. Yeah, he was going to say that. And he's like, because I saw him on his podcast with his brother. He's like, "What happened?" He's like, "I just wanted to."
The Kelsey brothers do a podcast.
Yeah, you know about it, New Heights. We've talked about it, anyways. And he was like, "I just want to say my fellow Americans, but I screwed it over for myself by saying I always wanted to say this." And the Secret Service at Mahomes and the Secret Service like, "Oh, buddy, hey," and you see Mahomes around goes, "I'm sorry about that." Like, but yeah, no, because that's why as soon as they pushed him away, they took the seal off and everything. They're like, "Okay, you guys are good now."
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, hell, what's his name? Didn't even notice. He didn't know where he was. Probably didn't know what state he was in.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they fill him in on that before.
I mean, staple it to his forehead. He's not going to remember.
Well, no, not you don't staple to his forehead. You put it in his hand on a cheat sheet.
What's a cheat? What did you say?
Sheet?
Shit, I know what you said. I was like, what the?
A cheat sheet.
I thought you were having a stroke over there.
No. It's completely different.
God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, NBA Finals were fun. I actually watched I think I watched them all, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All the way to the end because they didn't include one key component. LeBron was not in it, so I was in it.
Okay.
I can't stand watching because all he does is flop and bitch.
McGregor sent that mascot to the hospital. Yeah, that was a thing.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Dude, what the hell happened? Like, you got to go back and watch the video. But anyways, back to this. I watched it, loved it.
Come back. I wrote it down.
LeBron wasn't in it. I didn't see
LeBron or Steph.
Yeah, thank God. Like, dude,
which is the first time in like 47 years one of those two wasn't in it, right? So that's crazy.
There we go. We're reloading right now. So yeah, I saw that where I don't know what was planned, but I knew they were supposed to have a little bit of fun. But then McGregor just like socked the shit out of him. And,
that was planned.
And then he walks away. But then something happened, and he just turns around and bulls right back to him, and it just gives him that finishing blow.
That was all planned.
Yeah,
it just he didn't realize.
Even the second plan.
Yeah.
Bust his ass up on the ground.
He didn't realize how much strength he had.
Oh God!
And how much protection that mask does not provide.
He looks ridiculous now he's
he's a mascot. He's supposed to look ridiculous.
Fucking Conor McGregor, you idiot. He looks ridiculous. He put on that weight, but he's got his neck just comes out further than his head. And then he's always in those fucking suits. Like
so now the guy's trying to look good, now that's a problem?
Dude, he looks so one, he's always wearing suits that are like 2 sizes too small, right? And he wears them everywhere. He's in the fucking gym and he's got the damn suit on. I'm like, well, I don't understand what's going on. He's like I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. But
please say it.
He is the I don't know, the clown.
Hey. No one's watching. Say it.
No, I'm not doing it. So anyways, but yeah, no, he's just, God.
Busby said, your whiskey sucks. And then he went back after the mascot.
That apple whiskey sucks ass. And he fucking turns around and charges him like a bull. But yeah, it's like, what are you doing with the fucking suit on it all the time? I mean, what are you, sleep in that fucking thing? Like, it looks dumb as shit. And they're nice suits. But, God, I don't know.
So you're going to fault the guy for trying to look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly
But if he shows up in shorts and gym shorts, you're like, what is this guy's deal? Why can't he dress up a little bit?
Why can't you wear gym stuff to the gym, casual stuff to a casual event, and wear a fucking suit to church? I don't know, man. Like, what is the deal? You're at a basketball game. You're the best dressed person in the stadium.
Okay.
Like, there's no reason for it. There's no call for it.
Well,
why don't you just wear a tuxedo, for God's sakes?
Well, that's just ridiculous. now you're being absurd, okay?
It's so dumb. I can see the mascot. He got laid out. He's laying on the ground. You guys, you had enough? He goes, your whiskey sucks. He fucking bolts right back at him. Busby, you are a gem. We need to have you on the show, bud. We got to talk a little bit more, and especially with fantasy football coming up.
Yeah, we've talked about it when we.
But I mean, beforehand, I think we're going to do some mock drafts and some other stuff and simulcast and whatever.
And I think we're going to do a mock draft for his show.
Yeah, which is cool. I'm in on that. Did I pull this up? Did you pull this up by chance?
It's Art Car IPA.
It's got words.
This goes back to one of the first beers we ever had on the show.
Yeah,
and it goes back to the old car that I had that was used in parade floats in Houston. Mm-hmm. The old poop skort.
You should add some pictures of that car to the thing so you can pull it up.
Every once in a while? Okay.
Yeah, every once in a while we can just pull it up.
I can do that next time.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Read words to me.
Oh, that's the lawnmower beer.
Oh, that's not the right one.
Which one are we at? Art Car IPA?
Art Car IPA.
All right, stupid. Art Car IPA is an American IPA featuring a blend of both new and old hop varieties from the Pacific Northwest. What's Brick call it? The Upper Northwest or something in the Middle East and shit? The nose is a blend of apricot and tropical fruit and mango. Why does it say and N? Why don't you just put apricot, comma, tropical fruit, comma, and mango?
I don't know, man. Why you got to complain
The
so
taste
much?
starts with a big, bitter blood orange that morphs into mangoes and sweet tropical fruits.
Mango.
There is a lightly sweet malt body that allows the hops to shine while maintaining a nice complexity to flavors. Original gravity 1.063. 55 IBUs. ABV is 7.1. There you go.
Yeah.
They got history and trivia with this beer.
Yeah.
What year was this debuted?
2015.
Ciao.
Woo! Thank you.
Yep.
What else? That's it?
I think that's it.
That's all we got? Okay.
I mean, there's some other stuff.
Crushed it.
It's not, yeah. Well, we're going to end it with a high note for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
God, Joe Bauer, fourth woman's come forth accusing Joe Bauer. He's filed a countersuit and is claiming defamation.
I'd sue every one of these. If I didn't end up in jail and they didn't convict me, I'm suing everybody. Suing everybody's ass.
The problem is he likes it a little rough, and he's got these girls that want it rough. Until they get it rough, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, you don't know what you want until you get it, and then you're like, oh, I don't want that.
Whoa. I don't want the smoke. I don't want it.
Yeah. Why did you go all the way up to your elbow?
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
But
Walking around with her like a puppet.
But then they come back. They come back again for a second round.
That's my whole thing. It's like, yeah, but you showed up next Tuesday. I don't understand what's going on.
I mean, I'm gone somewhere, and you have a little bit of fun, and maybe you don't have as much fun, and you don't go back the second time. You're like, I had it once, I'm good.
Yeah,
it's not going to get any better, and you just kind of dip.
Yep. And go ahead.
I was going to say, did you see Aaron Gordon after the game too?
Who's Aaron Gordon?
He plays for the Denver Nuggets.
No.
Basketball player, man. Walked around. He's
out in the streets.
He's out in the streets. He's just no shirt.
Yeah.
He's still got his shorts on from the game and his shoes and his socks, just walking around with the people.
How the hell did he get out of the stadium so damn quick? It seemed like it was instant. You know what I mean?
It wasn't. I mean, he stayed and partied for a while, but then, the crazy thing is, like, I heard one reporter talk to him, was like, I've always wanted to, I think it might have been, who does the late night sports center? Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah.
And he was talking to, I think it was like Jamal, and he was like, I've always wondered, you guys just get done playing. You get done playing hard, you sweat everything out that you have, and you just start knocking back champagne and beer and stuff like that. He goes, on a scale of 1 sober to 10 trashed. Where are you at right now? And Crawford looks at me and goes, next question.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on from there. It's a dumb question.
But I mean, that is a point, because when I ran the Dallas half marathon, at the end they had free beer there for you, and so I grabbed a couple Coors Light. You got 2 beers, so I had a couple Coors Light, and I drank 2 Coors Light, and was like, "Oh, buddy,
That's what you drank after a
that's
run?
what they had for free."
Oh.
It was there for everyone's sitting there drinking beer.
I mean,
So-
well, yeah, but they were all drinking Coors Light.
Yeah, because that's what they were giving out, Coors Light. They were the sponsor.
Oh, Jesus. You didn't walk up and say, you got any real... Oh, you like Coors Light. Yeah, you're Coors Light.
But also, you know what else I like? What?
All right, so I bet that the Giants are going to come back on the Cardinals because it was like plus... It was like plus like 5,000 or some shit. Hold on.
They won 8-4 in 10 innings?
Yeah, hold on. Now I got to check something.
Yeah,
Because
see if you actually won any money or if you bet the other way.
No, I definitely didn't go the heavy way.
Okay.
I must have missed it. I don't know. Hold on, let's see.
But yeah, like I was saying, the other beer that I like is the free one.
Yeah, you like free beer.
I mean, who doesn't?
Well, I mean, all right, so you like free beer, huh?
Okay, so you don't like free beer?
So they're handing out. They're handing
on.
out a certain type of beer, a certain light beer. Are you going to drink that beer?
For free, sure.
Okay. I can't drink it just because. You know what I mean? Because it floats me up or whatever.
But if they're giving it to you for free,
I can't do it.
and that's the option, you'll drink it.
I can't.
I've seen you drink it for free.
No, not recently.
Since it's blown you up.
Yeah, no.
After you made the change.
I had a half of one at my brother's wedding, and because that's all they had there. I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's going on? They must have been giving this shit away. And so, but they were giving it away at the wedding. And I'm there. I go, I can't drink that. I drink Miller Lite.
But you had other options.
No.
No?
My younger brother, the other younger one, was like, hey, I'll go to the store for you real quick since y'all don't, we don't know where the hell we are. He goes, I'll just run down the road real quick. I was like, okay. Got me a case of Miller, and so that's what I drank.
But so you had another option. But if going to the store and getting something else wasn't an option,
I stopped drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I actually put it off to the side. I was like, I can't do it. Like, I had it with me because then my dad was going to ride my ass. Hey, what do you need another beer? You need another beer? I'd be like, oh, no, I got one. I just got one.
Right.
And you always got the deflector, right? Like, where it's like, oh, I got one. But I was already feeling it. Like, I was like, oh, my God. And not to mention, I had a bunch of, White Castle the night before. But it bloated me right, I'm like, immediately. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That was my favorite drink. That was my go-to.
It was. Busby, Jokic definitely deserves a lot of credit for the success. But I was amazed at how Jamal Murray played throughout the series. Jamal Murray's a ball player.
Like, yeah, he is.
He's really good.
He's good at basketball.
I don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves. I really don't.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like they were asking Jokic the stat line that he had in that last game. Like, he's like one of 4 players that have had like that stat line in like a closeout game or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he's like, really? Like, I
didn't think it was that impressive.
He was 24, 10, and 4. Like, that's okay. Sure, that's cool. Because he's up there with like Kobe, LeBron, and I can't remember who the other player was. And he's like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
He really didn't care. Like, I've never seen a guy that just didn't give a shit more. And he doesn't care.
He does not.
And I think he really does think about, like, basketball is just not really a big thing to him because it's a child's game. He gets paid millions, whatever. He's paid, quite well, but he just doesn't give a shit. It's a job to him.
And they talked to Murray. He's like, dude, this is a job for him, and he's good at it, and he works hard. He's like, don't get me wrong, he works hard, but this is like a side gig for him.
Yeah.
Like this is playing. Remember Fable back in the day for. Remember that game? Did you ever play that
Fable?
Game? Yeah. You got the main quest, but then you had your side quest. This is his side quest, This is how he builds up money so he can do the other stuff.
Yeah, and he treats it just like a job. Like when it's off season, they just talk about how he just hangs out with his horses, drinks beer, and chills, and just relax. And then as the season gets closer, he's like, all right, fuck it, I got to start working out. And he don't want to work out. No one does. And so does the same thing with Luka. But Luka don't give a shit. He'll come in fat anyway.
Well, Luka doesn't show up in shape. Jokic will show up in shape.
That's what I'm saying. Luka doesn't care. He shows up fat as shit anyway.
Yeah. But it was funny that because of all the interviews, like after this, they've been going back and pulling like old interviews from him, and they were asking him, he's like, he just had like 2 days off. They're like, what'd you do with those 2 days? He's like, nothing. He's like, well, I watched Pokemon for 5 hours.
He's just like, he doesn't want to be here.
He's like, yeah. Like he's upset he's got to stay until Friday because the parade's on Thursday.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's like, no, I need to go home.
He just wants to go home.
Just wants to go home.
All right. Just in from ESPN. Dustin Johnson tells ESPN that the governor of Saudi Arabia's PIF told him Live Golf will remain in business through 2024.
Okay.
Cool. They're part of the PJ. Did you hear all that shit? Like, when they merged or some shit, now they're like asking someone to look into it from the government. Like, hey, you just need the government to look into this shit?
Well, they're filing...
Can you imagine all the people that didn't just take the money? Just take these... Oh, no, I don't want to take $440 million.
But, like, also, like, how is that going to work out? Because you got that for X number of years, right? But then Liv's going to be gone soon.
They're paying them. I mean, they've already paid them, right?
They did, yeah. But and the thing was, like, I think it was out there because they were talking about Brooks because he kind of had, like, he joined and then was, like, one of those things where it was like, fuck, I didn't really want to join. He had a lot of remorse afterwards.
Oh, he just didn't want to play golf anyways.
He wants to play, but he was down on himself because, like, that year before he joined was the year after he recovered from surgery. Mm-hmm. Well, it's usually a good year after you recover and you start playing again before you're back to yourself. Right. It takes a while. So that first year when he was back and he wasn't playing as good, he was just like, I just suck at golf now. That shit is what it is. Let me sign this contract. And then he hits a year recovery time, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, crap, I'm good at golf again. Well, I don't want to play here anymore, but like it was like built into their contracts that, okay, if you want out of your contract, you have to pay us back 4 times your contract or something like that.
Just play there a couple of rounds.
So so he went back to playing 3 rounds a week and
yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah. So let's get into the NHL.
You watch any of the games?
I listened to some.
Okay, yeah, great stuff. Knights won,
but I mean, like last night, like I went to go turn it on.
Oh, it's over.
And it was they won what 9-3.
9-3. Yeah, biggest upset I think in history of the finals elimination game. Before that, I think it was the Penguins.
Not an upset. You mean margin of victory?
Margin of victory, not an upset.
I was like, that wasn't an upset.
No, they were the favorite every single game. That was before. That wasn't since the Penguins in '91. I think that was the last time there was that margin of victory.
Yeah,
and they handled them the whole time. Like I couldn't believe they won one game, and the game they did win was in overtime. You know what I mean? With a lucky, empty net. Chuck scored it.
Yeah.
And then they scored 20 seconds in.
Chuck didn't play in last night's game either.
Yeah. And there's no point. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you can come back, but obviously not.
Yeah.
But
Bobrovsky was on his head the whole night. He was exhausted within 10 minutes of just being bombarded with shots.
That dude is just...
They never took him out,
insane.
which was crazy.
Why would you?
Well, because if you're down by 6 or 5 or 4 or whatever, you're like, just let him fucking rest. Why? Don't unless he's saying I want to keep playing, then keep playing.
He doesn't want to come out.
Yeah.
You're in the finals, right? You make it to the penultimate game of your.
He did great all series though. It was a great series, and then especially if you're a Vegas fan. They won it. They've only been around for what 6 or 7 years? 6 years. 6 years.
This year 6. Yeah. Because I want to bring up the Golden Knights owner Bill Foley.
Yeah, he predicted it
when he had the team.
Is he the owner like the Foley and Dillards?
I don't think so.
Foley's. You remember Foley's?
Yeah. But in 2017, he said our goal is playoffs in 3 years.
Which they did in the first year.
Which they did in the first year, and they made it to the finals that first year.
Mm-hmm.
Cup in 6, and they won the cup in year 6.
Man, let me tell you, that crowd out there.
Could you imagine
crazy
the action you could have got on that? Like if you went to Vegas and said, "Hey, I'm betting on Vegas to win the Stanley Cup in year 6."
I don't know what they would have put out there. I have no idea.
I mean, it's plus, right?
Well, yeah, but I have no idea.
You would have gotten some sweet action on that.
I don't know if you're talking about betting or just some hoe. Like I don't know what you're saying right now because
action.
You're like some sweet action.
You've never gotten sweet action on a bet.
I mean, there's been some good bets out there.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like you look at it and you're like, I got what? I got plus what?
I don't know what you're saying, dude.
You know exactly what I'm saying because we've had these conversations in real life outside of the podcast. So. That's just all there is to that.
My God. But, yeah, it was an absolute party out there. I'm glad. And that was one of the things I mentioned the other day. I was sitting there talking to Lizzie about it. I was glad that the Nuggets were able to win on home court. They closed out on home court. Same thing with Vegas. Because I think it always is a little bit more exciting when they win at home, close out, the home crowd's there, everybody's going bonkers. you're in Vegas. I mean, shit, I would have loved to be in Vegas last night, just going ape-ass.
Oh, you saw all the videos and
electric.
stuff, and there's one little betting site, and they got the bar there, and all the bartenders, there's like 4 bartenders behind the bar with bottles of fucking champagne just spraying all over. Some of them had like 2 bottles in each hand. Well, some of them they had a bottle in one hand and recording with their phone on the other one.
It was great.
But that was just a party there.
I hate that I wasn't there.
You saw all the people. I think like one of the things was like at a pool at one of the casinos, and they had the big.
That's Circa. That's
Circa.
Yeah, dude. That's the coolest
Circa
place.
or Circus?
Circa.
Okay.
It's downtown. No, not Circus. But this is like the coolest place to watch any
Is that where the Hardline was this last week? Was that Circa?
I think so. Yeah, they were right there.
I thought it was Circus for some reason.
No. It's I'll show you what it looks like, just so you can see.
I mean, I saw the video. Snowman's in the house. What's going on, Snowman?
What's up, bro?
That's my bowling nickname, Sweet Action. I bet it is, Buzzy.
Hold on, because I want you to see it, because I want you to know what you're looking at, because here it is. So it's all pool. You got pool here and up there,
and that's where the Hardline was.
It's called Stadium Swim. That's the name of it. So if you're ever in Vegas and it's during say like football season or where everything's going on, like last couple weeks, let's say last couple months, right? You have baseball, basketball, and football going, or baseball, hockey, and whatnot. It's all on the board.
Football, the XFL.
It's crazy
USL.
as hell. You have some areas where you can just sit in the water and chill and watch the game, or you can, lounge.
They got a bar there in the pool and stuff.
It really is cool. I haven't made it over there personally, so it's on the list of stuff that I want to do.
Right.
Because when I go there, man.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't take stuff when we go, right? We just show up. And
I'm saying when I go, when I normally go, I bring like clothing and stuff like that. But I just haven't made it over there because it looks amazing. And you're just sitting there chilling, summertime, and just having a good freaking time. But it looks a little too crowded in the pool area for me. Not enough people getting out, you've been drinking for hours and you haven't left the pool.
But the weather's how much you want to be in the pool. And you've been drinking, you want to be in the pool. The finals is going on. You're all about it. Like that's just all there is to it. Like
good stuff.
That's the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked you if you knew who this person was before the show, because we got to talk about him because he's had a hell of a year and a half, 2 years.
Giancarlo Stanton?
No. Stan Kroenke.
Never heard of her.
He is
Is that the Spider-Man guy?
No, that's Stan Lee.
No. There's another somebody that I think initially drew or helped create Spider-Man. He passed away today too.
No, he was just known. He just did a lot. John Romita Jr.
Yeah,
he wasn't created, but he did. He was big. He had some big years with Spider-Man and stuff like that.
He died.
Draw a lot of iconic covers and things like that. But no, Stanley Kroenke. He owns the Denver Nuggets. So we just won a championship there.
Oh, cool.
He owns the Colorado Avalanche, who won a Stanley Cup in 2022.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
He owns the Los Angeles Rams, who won the Super Bowl in 2022.
He really owns this many teams?
He owns the Colorado Mammoth
Soccer team?
lacrosse.
Okay.
Which won the championship in 2022. Jesus. So he's won 4 championships in the last year and a half.
That's insane.
Right?
How do you own this many goddamn teams?
Well, you're rich.
Like, how did he get so rich? What's it say
I
about
think
him?
he's like a media guy. Like,
what the hell was that?
Was big with media and stuff.
No, you didn't hear it. Oh, the soundboard just went off.
Oh,
the womp 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 sound just went off.
He's a billionaire businessman. He's the owner of Kroenke Sports and Entertainment.
There's got to be something.
Holding company, Arsenal FC, the Premier League, Arsenal WFC.
How do you make all his money?
He's a media guy. Let's see here.
Media guy.
Let's see here.
Ask for the Koopas.
Real estate.
Real estate guy? All right, never mind.
Yeah.
I asked Lizzie for like 45 grand.
Oh, he married Ann Walton, too.
Who the hell's Ann Walton?
A Walmart heiress.
Oh, that'll help.
Real estate development, built shopping centers around apartment buildings. He developed many of the plazas near Walmart stores. Yeah, it's all real estate.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't making no more of that.
What's that, real estate?
Land.
What do you mean?
They're not making any more land. Land is, buy land is what I'm saying, because they're not making any more of it. Because land is just what the earth is.
Obviously.
Christ.
Okay.
That's old, not sea money. I don't know what that means. That seems awfully suspicious, that comment, too. I don't know what you're
saying. All of his comments are suspicious.
I don't know what he's doing over there, man.
If I don't know exactly what he's saying, I try to distance from those comments because it's something in politics.
I'll tell you this right now. I miss the late night Just Be a Dad podcast because they used to go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You catch him at the hour and 30-minute mark, hour 25-minute mark.
He starts a stand-up routine.
Holy shit! It is the best thing ever because it's like we listen to the same podcast, we follow the same people, all that kind of stuff, and so
shopping malls. What's the deal?
I love that shit, man. I always have the time of my life, and I think they need to bring it back. Even if TJ doesn't want to do it, you bring it back, and then they host it themselves because it's not Just Be a Dad anymore. Now it's mostly football, right? So that's when him and Nate get together, and we also need to have Whiskey and Nate in here so that they can do the
owes
chip.
us 2 chips.
Yeah, Whiskey owes us 1
and
Bruce
Stefan.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And which we haven't seen him since he lost that bet. He just disappeared. Just gone.
He hangs out in Denton a lot. I go, what are you doing in Denton so much? He just loves it up there. It's like, I haven't been back to Denton since I got tossed out of Denton.
He's like, I don't have to eat a chip in Denton.
Oh, boy. So, but yeah, no, that's, I was glad to watch the games. It was a lot of fun. You had 2 teams that were really solid, even though Vegas was very, very dominant. I didn't like, I kind of wish, the Stars would have been there. I think the Stars could have handled, Florida as well with no issues. But it is what it is. Vegas was the best team this year.
Yep.
They're solid, dominant, and congrats to them. And I wish I could have been there. It was on the list of shit to do. And then, boy, you want to talk about life piling up on you? It fucking piled on me. So I couldn't get out there for any of the playoffs or anything.
Yeah.
It fucking sucked. Actually, I was out there for it was before the postseason started, I think. Yeah.
No, the postseason was going on. It was before the Stars night series.
You know what it was?
You were out there for the series before that.
I think, it was a series before that, and then we landed the night of one game, and then the next night we were there. They actually left.
But you were also there for
came back.
Lizzie's birthday, too. So
she would have went.
It wasn't about you. It was about her.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why you went and saw Magic Mike live and had front row seats.
Front row seats.
And somehow you ended up on stage, which, I mean...
I got a big.
You paid extra for that.
A lot of claps from middle-aged women. They were really excited to see me up there. The average man took it all off. Didn't give a shit. Didn't give a shit.
And thinking about like the Stanley Cup Finals and it ending, and how it ends with the handshake line and things like that.
Greatest thing in sports.
Takes me back to the Jokic. Hate to keep going back to him, but after they won. Before he started celebrating with his team, he went and shook hands with every single player on the Heat.
Yeah. He went by and said
thanks.
Said hi.
Shook
thanks,
all their hands, said, hey, great series to everyone. And then he went and celebrated with his team.
Yeah. He's just a different dude, right? He's
built different.
He is different. He's got a different mentality. And, goddamn, the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers are losing, working on losing 4 straight.
Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He scored. Ball get out of there.
Yeah, he was already there. But, yeah, no, he's different. And it just wired different, built different. Everything about him is different mentality. And he didn't give a shit. One, he didn't give a shit about winning. He's just like, all right, great.
I mean, he wants to win, but he's just like,
Yeah. But, yeah, him going around, and of course, if you've turned on, if you've been on Twitter or anything in the last couple of days, you know exactly what happened because it's plastered everywhere. But, yeah, no, he was celebrating, though. He tossed Jamal Murray's ass in the pool.
Yeah, he did. Drug him in there.
So, but, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun to watch. I was glad to be able to watch them. And I watched every NBA game, watched all the NHL games as well. A lot of fun this year. A lot of fun this postseason. I'm going to miss it for a little bit, but they'll be back, October or some shit.
So we're in what they call the dog days of summer, is what it's called. We have 74 days until college football.
All right.
86 days until the NFL.
Yeah.
116 days before the NHL. 120 days before the MLB playoffs.
Okay.
127 days until the NBA season.
Mm-hmm.
And 149 days until college basketball.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm looking forward to at least, with football, you have OTAs and you have spring training and stuff like that happens. OTAs already kind of happen right now. But
another ground rule double.
Spring training is going to pop up, I think, late July, if I'm not mistaken. But you get preseason football, the Hall of Fame game, I think, is the second week in August or some shit like that?
Something like that.
You get some action. So it's coming sooner than you think. You'll have football. You'll actually see a football game in 2 months, right? Preseason, but you'll be able to see it. And that gets my blood going. And, we start talking drafts, and we'll start doing, we just did two shows for Strikeout Beer or SB Fantasy Football. I'm up to the Golden Knights to win the Stanley Cup. I'm big fan of the Knights.
Gone. What's up, Gone? Thanks for coming in, brother.
And, but yeah, no, it's just, this is the time where we get to really enjoy baseball, focus in on baseball, and but we are doing our rankings. We're going to do some mock drafts and some other things like that. But when we're running 5-6 shows, different shows, it's busier than shit right now. It's crazy busy.
I spend majority of my time prepping for my next show.
Yeah,
whatever the next show is going to be.
I'm saving the banger for last. The banger's in there.
The banger.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, beer.
Yeah, the banger.
Okay.
All right. Pound that real quick. Let's hit this, and then we'll talk about the upcoming event this weekend, and then we'll get the hell out of here because we got to record another show.
Fancy lawnmower, we're having. Love Fancy Lawnmower. This is probably my favorite beer from St. Arnold.
All right. So Lawnmower, a true German style Kolsch. Love it. Originally brewed in Cologne. This beer is crisp and refreshing, yet has a sweet malty body that is balanced by a complex citrus hop character. Multiple additions of German Hallertau hops are used to achieve the delicate flavor. We use a special Kolsch yeast, an ale yeast that ferments at a lager temperature to yield a slightly fruity, clean flavor of this beer. Lawnmower is a world-class brew, yet light enough to be enjoyed by Texans around strenuous activities like mowing the lawn. St. Arnold Lawnmower is best consumed at 35 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Recommend pairings: blackened fish, salads, grilled veggies. 18 IBUs and 4.9% alcohol by volume.
There we go. Go on. I mostly watch the NHL. Big NHL fans here, both of us.
Who's your team? Is Vegas your team?
I'm assuming so, since he's stoked they won.
I mean, I'm glad they won, but I'm a Stars fan. Am I more of a Vegas fan?
Oh yeah, because they won this year.
No, I didn't even wear my Vegas Knights shirt.
You are a noted bandwagon jumper.
Ah, no, sir. There's only 2 teams that I like. 3. There's 3 teams. I grew up liking the Pittsburgh Penguins
with Lemieux and Yager.
Love it.
Go on.
And then the local team, Dallas.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Vegas. As soon as there's a team in Vegas, but Vegas all day, that's what I'm saying. I go, if they start pumping teams into Vegas, I'm in. And so I got my Raiders shirt. I'm going to have an A's shirt before you know it because I can't wait to go see a game. They just approved the money to build the stadium yesterday. So it's happening.
I know.
But we're going to talk
about that during the SB Baseball podcast.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to get that one tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll be out there tomorrow. We actually will record that after we're done with this show tonight. Mm-hmm. We're recording the baseball show. So tune in for that because we're going to talk about the reverse boycott and sell.
Yeah. So yeah,
So-
my whole thing is like, I spend. Where do I go most of the time? I go to Vegas like 4 to 5 times a year. You know what I mean? Hell, me and you've went a couple times in a year before as well.
Back before the COVID, we used to go at least once, twice a year.
And we had like 2 or 3. We had 2 or 3 trips planned the year of COVID. We were supposed to be there for the draft. We were talking March Madness and stuff like that. So, but anyway, listen. When I'm there, I'm like, I want to catch a game. I was like, they brought professional sports there. And the Death Star, which it looks like the Death Star. I'm going to call it the Death Star because that's what Allegiant Stadium looks like. It's beautiful. And so I want to go there, check it out. I want to catch a Raiders game hopefully this year.
Raiders.
Check it out and just enjoy myself.
Jimmy G.
That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough for them. Gonna be rough. But yeah, fancy lawnmower. There you go. So we're having all these summer packs. If you're just joining us, we're going through all these summer variety packs. This one's St. Arnold summer vibes. Not bad. Not bad at all.
No, pretty damn good. So this weekend, what are we doing?
We're packing our shit and going to North Richland Hills, Texas for Brutal Beer Fest. Brutal Fest 4? Yeah. And it's what's the theme? Super
Troopers.
Yeah.
They're going to have a syrup chugging contest.
Oh, God.
I can just hear
Are
the
you gonna do it?
diabetes.
Are you going to do it?
Depends-
I bet you could do it. I bet you could.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I don't know, man.
Because you love sugar.
Yeah, but...
Like, you love sugar, and you love chugging shit, so... It's not a mustard chugging contest.
Look.
You didn't get your hands on a damn mustard beer?
I didn't have a chance to go by there this weekend.
Amanda Lecter, or whatever her name is on Instagram.
Hannibal Lecter?
Well, that's how she kind of does her name.
Okay.
But yeah, she was there and she was dipping her corn dog in it.
That's disgusting.
And so I go, man, we're supposed to get there and get some beers this week. She goes, I think there's more here. I go,
I haven't seen the sold out thing yet.
You better get your ass over there.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll try.
Just try. So this weekend, Brutal Beer Fest, or Brutal Fest 4 is going down. You're talking a big-ass party out at Brutal Beerworks out in North Richland Hills. I'm going to get you the information real quick to let you know, because there's going to be a ton of brewers, performers. We're going to be set up there. It's going to be bonkers.
It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have syrup chugging, stein hoisting, cornhole. They're going to have a beer pong contest. They're going to have players from the Dallas Sidekicks out there. 903 Brewers is going to be there.
They got a lot of different brewers.
Was it 90? Who's
okay.
it entertainment?
You want me to read it? I'll read the thing.
Yeah,
so here's the description. You get your tickets at drinkbrutal.com. I'll let you know what I'm going to go through the whole damn thing. Saturday, June 17th, 12 to 9. Oh, that's a long day.
It always is.
Brutal Beerworks, 8447 Boulevard, North Richland Hills, Texas. Description: Mother of God. It's been 4 years, and we are super excited to share it with y'all. Our Super Troopers-inspired event is going to be one of everybody remembers, so let's dress up in Vermont's finest and chug some liters of cola. We're having an entertainment from J.O.E., The Six Offenders, a cornhole competition from Cornhole Customs, Steinhold, maple syrup chugs, barbecue truck with Patriotic Pig,
which is fucking delicious.
It's delicious. Live DJ from 984 Entertainment, and a live podcast from the gang at Strikeout. That's us. You won't believe that. We will have beers from 903 Brewing, Turning Point Beer, Ingenious Brewing, Oak Cliff Brewing, Dr. Jekyll's Beer Lab. $45 gets you 6 8-ounce pours and a Brutal Fest 4 tea. Extra tickets can be sold 3 8-ounce pours for $10, and we will be available the day of the event. There you go.
There we go. Yeah. Patriotic Pig isn't the food truck that was out there last year, but I've had Patriotic Pig barbecue before, and it's delicious.
I had it somewhere else as well, like on a different location or a different brewery, I think it was. So, I mean, looking forward to it. This will be, I was talking to somebody, I was like, I guess this will be our 4th time out there because we've been out there every year.
We've been out there, well, third.
Third? Because they skipped the second one.
COVID year.
Okay.
The second year was COVID year.
Yeah.
But we were there opening day.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was the 10th person there.
Yeah, me, the Knob, and Lizzie met you out there, and we were
I don't think the Knob came.
I thought he was there. I swear, I think he was there.
I don't think he was.
And we were hung over, to say the least. I think we had stayed up drinking all night, or we went partying somewhere.
I think you drunk with the Knob the night before, but the Knob wasn't there that day.
Okay.
Yeah, the Knob didn't show. The Knob's not showing up anywhere hungover.
No, he's not that guy?
He's staying home and sleeping in.
Oh, boy.
But
I wish I would have done that, but yeah, no, I had to be a man of the people and come out to a brand new opening to a brewery. I had a lot of fun.
We had a blast. They opened up in June.
Mm-hmm.
They opened up on Father's Day, and 3 months later, we did our first live show anywhere out there.
Yeah, that was our very
September
live show.
11th.
Yeah.
So,
anywhere.
Very first live show. I mean, live show at a location.
Yeah.
We always do. Our shows are always live. We've always done a live show.
Right.
So
was it 2021 or 2000? When was it?
4 years ago, 2019.
2019. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going back.
Gone. My favorite player from Vegas Golden Knights is Jonathan Quick. He's a good player. Just won his third.
I like Stone.
Third Stanley Cup.
I like Stone. Just the captain. Give me the grit. Give me the captain.
You gotta like Stone.
Yeah.
Stone's
Marcel's great.
Yeah.
Hills. He had a hell of a series. Hill had a hell of a run.
Yeah.
All right, I'm digging through
Kessel
my phone right now.
Kessel had a hat trick, right? Do you have a hat trick?
No. Kessel did he even play in the series?
Thought so.
The finals. Stone had a hat trick last night.
Was it Stone? Okay.
Yeah. All right. There's cancer pictures. So I got to keep going.
What's going on?
I just saw we had buzzed heads and there was Lizzie with no hair.
Okay. What?
Cancer pictures. That's what I call them. What is that not accurate?
I mean, they're not pictures of cancer.
I mean, they're still there, I guess. I don't know. Why are you being so weird?
Why? Hey, Rangers tied up. It's 1-1.
Yeah, buddy. I like watching the big inning. So, yeah, any plans for out there? Because usually you get out of hand.
I felt like I kept it under control last year.
You think so?
I did. I remember all the events of the evening and
last year? Last year, yes, I think. Yes. The year before that.
The year before, oh God, no.
Yeah,
halfway through, I was done.
You done ran off. You were starting fights with women, playing cornhole.
No. She didn't know how to have a good time. That's not my fault. And I'll tell you what, her boyfriend, husband, whatever that was with her, was sick of her ass too.
Oh God.
I was like, man, I'm just trying to have fun. He goes, no, man, I know. I'm just trying to have fun too. He's like, you're good. I was like, well, she doesn't think so. He's like, yeah, well, she kind of does that.
Well, I'll say this. Okay, so, here I go. There's the knob.
Oh, okay. So he did show up. Okay.
So maybe it was me and him. We were out there hung over his shit or something like that.
I just know when we bought flights, we just bought 2.
Yeah. I don't think he was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I had a feeling because he was there because I was like, because that's where we got a picture of me, you, and Lizzie, and we used that for the cover of the show for a while. Okay. But yeah, no, with the cornhole, I don't know. I don't ever participate in the Stein holding, and I'm not going to do like the syrup chug and stuff like that. Did y'all make me do it? No, I just gave up. Oh, okay. I went out there and I go, oh yeah, do it. I go, okay, cool. Oh, my arm. And so I just.
I mean, maybe. But
you know what? There's a reason why I didn't. I was like, oh, my arm, it hurts. Oh, it's broken because there was no line for the beer. So I just went in, got like a beer, slammed it, got another beer, slammed it. Again, it was like went back to our table and hung out.
We never have to wait in line for beer though, so that excuse is
you do have to wait. You got to wait if there's a line.
For us?
Yes. If there's a line, there's a line.
Okay, maybe they make you wait.
Well, I'll just go outside because I go outside.
They look at me and go, what do you need?
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. Big timer over here. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Get your tickets at, like I said, drinkbrutal.com. Come out there and see us. We'll have some, I think we're going to have some pint glasses, some mugs, things like that. We'll have some koozie stickers and whatnot. You come up and say the magic word, the phrase that pays, slimmer llama ding dong.
Oh, that's kind of my line. Well,
that's your ding. That's your ding dong. What's the key word? What's the phrase that pays, Alan?
You already said it. You already stole my thunder.
Then you'll get a.
Dawn said, "Well, I'm from Cali. That's my home state." Okay.
We'll give you a koozie and a sticker or something like that if you come up and say the phrase that pays. But anyway,
a slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong.
There you go. Yeah, Will from this one was like, all right, cool. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun watching the series. I hate that it's over. It's always one of those things. But I stayed up last night to make sure I watched it. Watch a handshake line. Kept it on for a little bit longer, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just turn to something else. I got to go to bed. I got to get up early this morning. But we got a busy week ahead of us. Tons of recordings, tons of beers to drink. And then after we're done recording, we're going to be able to go outside, relax, enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Have a couple more beers. Light up a cigar and just maybe
stogies.
I'm actually probably going to jump in the pool because
I got my trunks.
Yeah, it's
been hot.
It's hotter than a mother out here.
I was like, this is 1 week where I'm like, it's been like 100 degrees, buddy. I think we might get some pool time this week.
It's 100 degrees and the humidity's like at 1,000, so it sucks today.
It's just but
yeah. I don't know. If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go, and then we'll finish these beers up or whatever. All right. So what else you want to talk about?
We're not going to go yet.
Okay. Well, just tell me. Just tell me what else you want to talk about because I'm here. I'm here for you, and I'm here for the people.
Okay. Let
me go find something on my phone. Let's see what this guy wants to talk about.
That's new. You being here for the people.
So
I want to talk a little bit about this whole NFL betting thing.
What's wrong with NFL betting?
All the players.
That's bullshit.
So the big thing that's there's big news that came out today that an unnamed NFL player reportedly lost $8 million in gambling last year.
Oh, hold on. They lost $8 million. They had a ton of money to spend. It's a big name, and they did not get suspended. Is that accurate?
I don't know.
Oh, they haven't released a name?
I literally said an unnamed NFL player.
Then why? All right, so here's my thing. Now they're protecting somebody. Because let me tell you something. Most of the players in the league, they don't make that kind of money where they can blow $8 million unless they're on the books like, Charles Barkley, racking up, getting sued by Bally's or Caesars or whoever.
So many Charles Barkley clips this last week. like TikTok has determined I love Charles Barkley clips.
I don't even go on TikTok anymore.
Which I do.
I spent more time on TikTok today
I absolutely
than I have in the
love.
last, 2 months.
Well, I saw a lot of gold stuff that I had to send to you today. Like, I don't typically send you a lot of stuff.
It was so bad. It wasn't even great. I
sent you 2 Jokic.
Send me something funny. You know what I mean?
The 2 Jokic ones were pretty funny.
They were just okay.
Okay, whatever. We had conversations offline that said that they were funny. But
I
whatever.
laughed.
Whatever.
I gave you the sympathy laugh.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to give you the
I faked
sympathy.
it. I faked it. What? So unnamed player. Any other news to go with that?
That's it. That's the big news that came out today. But you've had all these people doing all these reports on this whole gambling thing, and the big one that I hear a lot about because I look for stuff on it was Jameson Williams,
right? And
his bet he did was on college football, and when you first heard it was he bet on it at a team facility.
Mm-hmm. That's how they caught him, right? Their Wi-Fi or some shit?
He was on the road. The team was on the road. They were in a hotel. And he bet on a college game.
Who gives a shit? How'd they find out?
The NFL does.
Is it a league phone?
That is considered a team facility, even if you're on the road at the hotel.
How'd they find out?
They did this huge investigation of all these players and things.
The absolute dumbest shit ever.
It is so dumb.
Okay, so it doesn't say, it says gambling during the season. So it doesn't really say, already suspended 5 players, Florio, player lost $8 million. It was during the 2022 NFL season. It doesn't say they were gambling on teams, so they could have just been, it could have been a Vegas team, so it's a Vegas team. Or they had the Vegas flu. They go to Vegas to play.
Or they just pulled up their phone.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit. That guy
exactly gone. Who gives a shit?
That kid, he got suspended for betting on a fucking college game. Everyone bets on games right now. That's the hottest thing right now.
It's not like what Calvin Ridley, right? He was betting on the Falcons. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I don't think he was betting on the Falcons. He was betting just on NFL games. But
shit that he couldn't even fucking control.
But it's just.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
And there was a couple Lions players there at the OTAs this last week. They had free JMO shirts on.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's Jameson Williams' nickname.
I got it.
His picture and shit on it.
Yeah,
and they're it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It
really is stupid.
It's you want to crack down on something, and you want to crack down on the things you need to crack down on, right? The right things. Don't crack down on a kid who bet on a college game in a hotel. Like, he's there in the hotel. He's like, oh, he's bored as hell.
Yeah.
Pulls up a college game and bets on a college game.
Just speak to it and be like, hey, don't get in over your head or whatever. But also don't bet on your team unless it's winning. You know what I'm saying?
Or he's not even betting on the NFL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He bet on the college team, but it's like, if you bet, don't bet on NFL games or something like that. Keep yourself out of it and away from it. But yeah, you want to bet, like he wants to bet on NBA games? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
They're rigged anyways for the most part. Somebody was explaining that shit the other day. They were like, oh man, this team's in trouble. They're up by 20, but then like half, there's a foul here, all this kind of shit or whatever. Like, okay. And then like you're watching it, like, no, they're totally coming back. If something's happening, whatever. And there's ticky-tacky foul here, and then all of a sudden they're in the bonus. All hell's breaking loose.
Now you got the okie doke pulled on you.
Oh, man. But, that whole thing, they live in states where it's legal, but their job is telling them they can't do it. It's like our job telling them, hey, you can't. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you? I'm here. Listen, I'm here to do a job, and I do my job, and then when I get the hell out, I do it in the building, too. I pull up my phone. I'm like, there's mornings where I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to get that soccer pick in there real quick. You know what I mean? What does that fucking matter? It's like I'm bitching about the cell phone service in the building, too. I go, I got to go outside to make my bets.
And I'm not allowed to use the Wi-Fi in the building. It's ridiculous. Betting on a college football game is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
For him.
Heat plus 8 was a good bet, but I didn't do it.
Old School's in the house. What is going on, Old School? Our Kansas City delegate of the Fantasy Football League this year. Glad to have him in here. Number one top fan on the OnlyFans, too. Was it OnlyFans or Patreon?
Patreon.
There you go.
Patreon. Yeah.
He loves those feet pics.
Who doesn't? But, yeah, it's just you're not betting on your sport. Like, I'll even take it a step further. The thing that bugs me the most about the whole crap about my buddy Pete was, he's coaching the Reds and he's betting on the Reds, but he was betting on them to win.
Yeah, you can't fault him for that. Like you're trying to fucking win, or what are you not trying to win?
That's his job. Now, if he was betting on them to lose, that's a different story.
Then he puts in the second baseman to close out the game or something.
Exactly.
We're trying to conserve fucking whatever his name was, Goggles.
Chris Sabo.
Yeah, Chris Sabo. Fuck, I already peaked. I gotta calm down. We're gonna pop this line.
Chris Sabo.
We've already broke this machine once.
But it killed because there was you talk about that, they put in the second baseman, but there was a guy who, I can't remember who he pitched for, but he's a position player that came in the pitch the other day and pitched a shutout inning.
He was throwing gas, and he was throwing like 40 miles an hour.
This just happened like a couple days ago, and he's like, I don't get, like, they talk about how pitching is a hard job.
The guy's just trolling everybody. Yeah. Also, at WNBA Fantasy, current first place in betting Russian prisoners this week. Oh, God. I really hate it when people bet on their team to
division. Win. I'm 3-0 over in my conference, buddy.
I'd say this, Gon, to be honest with you, if you're betting on your team to win, I don't have any problem.
I have no problems on you betting on your team to win.
But if you're betting,
you bet on your team to lose, now I've got a problem.
And especially if you make a questionable call. If it's a questionable person coming in to close, or you got this and that, but just don't do it.
Whether you make a questionable call or not, don't bet on your team to lose.
Just bet on them to win.
That's it.
And that's what could have been done, and that's, it really is how they handle things and how they put out punishment and things like that is absolutely just ridiculous. Yeah. How it worked back then, how it works now. You're talking about everyone bets. My kid comes over here. He's like 21 years old. He goes, hey, Dad, I'm throwing some money around on the blah, 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 blah. I go, Ty, don't bet.
But even at the same time, let's look outside of betting. He's a big player in the Bitcoin and stock market.
Right?
Tons. And that's another form of betting.
It is?
Honestly.
You're seriously gambling,
to me, it's all about fun and hanging out with friends.
That's really what we do it for as well, and that's
we're not putting big money out on. We're throwing down like $5-10 bets.
I think when I really got up there or whatever, I was betting I think last summer when I was or was it last summer or the summer before? I was in Destin, and I was like, listen, let's make some money. We're betting $50 each night on the Astros. And it's terrible odds, negative like 250 or something like that. But I was like, we're having fun, drinking the shit out of some beer, getting thrown out of the bathroom,
winning like $10 a game.
But we were having fun, and you're right. That's if you can keep it to be fun and recreational and you're having a good time, that's fine. It's when people go too far. I think that's the whole thing. And that's what they should be.
When you have a player who loses $8 million.
That should be what is, kind of conveyed to these young players, right? Not, hey, don't bet. It's, hey, do everything in your life responsibly. Don't,
Play responsibly.
Just like gambling, just like dating, just like drinking, just like finances, just like everything else. Give these young kids who are now making millions of dollars a year, give them a little education. Don't bring in Chris Carter telling you to get a fucking fall guy. You know what I mean?
But that is good advice.
They don't need to hear that shit. They need a nice little, hey, listen, just pace yourself, live within your means.
They need to talk to Larry Fitz.
And things like, just fucking jail.
Hey, look. Be cool, Dabu. Be cool. That's it. That's it. But, yeah. So last beer of the night, St. Arnold Banger IPA.
She's a banger.
Hops on repeat. Imperial Hazy IPA. 8.4% alcohol by volume. What do you got?
Man, I went too far and I went down to Double Down. I was like, please, God, don't be Double Down, because Double Down's tough. It's a tough drink.
Ooh, buddy.
Banger IPA with notes of tropical fruit, melon, and citrus balanced by a soft bitterness and smooth mouthfeel. This Imperial Hazy IPA is a banger. You'll come back to again and again. 29 IBUs, 8.4% alcohol by volume. So there you go. Ooh, little history and trivia. Let's see if it gives you the same thing.
Gon, do you mind if I promote the stream? Go for it.
You do what you want, bud.
Yeah.
We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us and chatting as well.
Yeah. Do what you do, Playboy. Make that money.
When was Banger IPA debuted? It's a real recent beer. This is probably the first time you're having it, by the way.
I've had it before, I think.
I don't think so.
Unless it debuted in 2023.
What's your answer?
I was going to say 2022.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
2023. January 2023.
Okay. I swear I've had this.
You could, if you did have it, it was February 2023, because we did Dry January, which we'll never do again. Fuck Dry January.
Yeah, we're going to do a different version of it.
We do Light January.
We're going to do Dry January during the show.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of the time, yeah, full-born.
I'll be honest, man. I had a lot of fun doing Dry January. I only slipped once. I was out playing golf with my brother, and it was like one of those things. I even told Old School about it because he had a little friendly bet with his wife.
It's the first time that I heard about this.
And so,
from my understanding, you didn't slip until the night before, like 5 hours before.
No.
Oh, so there was another slip that I'm just now hearing about.
No, you know about it.
No, I don't. You did not tell me about this.
You should watch my stream. I'm pretty sure I brought it up on the show because I was even winking at Old School when I said it. And it was like a week or so before, whatever. So my brother
I held strong for no reason.
No, you held strong for yourself. Good job. And so we did Dry January, and so I was out with my brother playing golf, and we were out there, and he goes, "You seriously not gonna have a beer with me?" I got him flipped to like being a raging alcoholic now, like it's crazy. And I go, I'll have a beer. I'll have a beer or two. If you calm the fuck down and chill out, I'll have a beer. And so I had a Miller, and we sat there and we played more golf and talked, and whatever. He had a lot of shit going on and whatnot. And so I put that to the side. I go, okay. And went back straight to no drinking and whatnot. It was a lot. I felt better in that month than I had in a long time. Woke up feeling great. Had a little issue with sleeping, but it wasn't terrible because once I got in my little pattern, I was out like a light. Now, the night of January 31st, I was streaming. I was up late.
Caved.
I was up late, and I was playing Rocket League. And the Chirpers came in.
Not okay, Old School. We made a pact.
Well, he said
a sobriety pact.
He said, "Okay, was your brother okay?" He gave me the okay.
He doesn't even like his brother.
I love my brother.
That's a lie.
And so
this brother, other brothers, yes. This one, no. Don't even play.
Ooh, that's delicious.
It is delicious. It's a banger.
And so it is a banger. But anyway, so that night, and my first drink.
Yours looks darker than mine.
My first drink of the what's it called? It was got a flat of floaters. You see that? That mixture in there?
It almost looks like it's... I got it, too.
It's
it
just
almost
floating.
Looks like it's kind of like frozen.
Yeah, almost like gelatin or something like that. And so, I broke it with, I think, Basil Hayden's. I think that's what it was. And so we were up drinking, and I was up hanging out playing Rocket League, and I was so close. I could taste it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. I'll have a drink tomorrow or whatever. Like, no, man, if you do, blah, blah. If I get a hat trick this game, I'm in. And, it happened. Like, it was the craziest shit I've ever seen. And, it was great. It really was. And, I really do appreciate. Now, some people do Dry June or Dry July, which I'm not. Why the hell would you do that?
Never heard of that. That sounds awful.
What's Rocket League? I'm a boomer. I'm old too, bro. No, I play. It's soccer with
cars.
With cars. Yeah,
in a dome.
Yeah, it's by Epic Games. That's kind of where I got it. I play on PC. I used to play on PlayStation 5. It's a lot of fun. It's addicting.
PlayStation, Xbox. You can play it anywhere.
Yeah.
You can probably play it on your phone, right?
They had it was a different name, but yeah, no, you can put it on your phone. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and I was so
India hit a home run.
Who's India?
Second baseman for the Reds, Johnny.
Oh, John, dude, yeah, long-haired guy,
425-footer.
You got him on your team?
Yeah,
I was about to say we're in the same league. No, we're not. How you doing in your league?
It's been rough.
Ooh,
it's been rough. I lost this week like 5-4.
Okay.
I am currently sitting in 7th place, 5.5 games back. So I'm still right there.
I'd like to introduce you to, first place. My team sucks. I have absolutely taken this league by storm. I am
gone. I'd rather play my PS4. You can play it. You can play it on your PS4 too.
I don't have a PS5. I have PS4. You can play it on PS4.
Yep.
Rocket
Same
League.
here.
Yep. It's a lot of fun.
It's a free game.
Yep. Love it. It's my go-to. I used to play Fortnite. I played Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty for years, and then I got talked into playing Fortnite. Played Fortnite, and now I don't play Fortnite anymore. And I play Rocket League nonstop. Yep. My kid was trying to get me to play for years, and then finally I was like, all right, I'll play a little bit or whatnot. He took a break, and then he actually ended up moving out and whatnot. But no, he was ranked like top 100. I think it was top 100 in the world in 2s and 3s and whatnot. And I was ranked. I eventually, you know what's crazy? I checked the rankings one day, and so I like playing the snow mode. Like it's a hockey version.
Okay.
So you play with the puck, and I was ranked like top 200 or some shit. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, what's up? I was like, holla at me. But then I got in Rumble too, which is a different version where you have like special abilities, right? Like there's a glove that will punch or some other shit or whatever spikes. And I got ranked top 500, and then I was like, shit. Or was it top 500 or top 300? It was one of two. I was kind of excited. I was like, look at the old man go.
Okay. So real quick, I just pulled up the stream and had an ad that played.
Pornhub.com?
No, Twitch, Strikeout Beer.
Oh.
Check us out on Twitch if you want to. YouTube, Facebook, wherever. But
I was going to say something.
You know whose 50th birthday just happened?
50 years old. Like popular person that we know or what?
We definitely know who they are.
I may have to get on Rocket League. I mean, do what you want. Old school, you're like a top-notch Fortnite player. So just kind of keep doing what you're doing there. Bring back the plane streams. Those were a lot of fun. I had a 2-year or whatever reminder, a year reminder, and it was like, get your boarding passes ready and all that shit. I was like, oh, buddy, I miss
those were good
days.
times.
I do. 50 years old, somebody that we know?
Definitely someone we know.
Like as friends?
No.
Oh, okay, as a player or something like a sports figure?
As a icon.
Kathy Ireland?
No.
Okay, don't know.
They have to do with a fast food chain.
McDonald's.
It has to do with McDonald's.
Oh, Grimace.
Grimace.
The reason I know that is because Isaiah came over here the other day. He goes, look at this cup. Look at this cup. It has the party or whatever. I go, oh, shit, it's Grimace's birthday? And he goes, yeah, it's Grimace's birthday. I go, you don't even know who Grimace is, you little shit. I was like, shut up. And I was like, dude, Grimace's birthday. There you go, 50 years.
They've got a whole Grimace meal. It comes with like nuggets, fries, a Big Mac, and like.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Like a purple, like milkshake type drink.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Old school 50 years is coming quick for me. It feels like 2000s baby right here. I grew up with my PS2 and still have it. There you go.
Yeah, I still have my we're in our 40s here. I started playing video games and with the Atari, with a computer, actually, a computer.
I was in Television 2.
Television 2. So I was on a PC, and then I went to Atari when we could afford like some used-ass Atari. And then I think my next machine was Nintendo, Sega.
I was always behind one system.
Yeah.
So like everyone had like a Sega Genesis and a Nintendo. I had a Sega Master System.
Okay.
And then I got the Sega Genesis when the Super Nintendo came out, and shortly after the Sega Genesis, I got a Nintendo. But yeah, I was always behind.
I can remember those two machines that I got, and it was like I'm in my 20s right now. The fucking guy, he even said he was a boomer. The fucking guy's in his 20s. These kids, they don't know anything anymore. They're just like, I'm old. Listen, I remember when I was 20 years old and I thought I was old, and then I got to my 30s. I go, man, I feel pretty good. And then everybody's
you
just
get to your 40s, you're like,
fucking, Now in my 40s, I'm just kind of a little raring to go.
You feel old in your 20s, your 30s, you're like, I'm going to live forever. And your 40s, you're like, my knees hurt. It's just like, oh.
My 30s wasn't bad. I loved it. When I turned 30, I really didn't mind at all.
30s was great.
And even my little brother, this is his birthday today, R.I.P. Richie. He was talking about getting to his 30s, and he was like, he goes, I don't know I'm getting old. I go, buddy, you're going to have more fun in your 30s than you had in your 20s.
Was great.
And he was like, really? I go, yeah, man, just you're going to live. And he came down here or whatever, hang out with me and Justin and whatnot.
Yeah, my 20s, but my 30s.
Yeah, I love 30s. 30s was so much fun. I had babies young, so my 20s were dealt with kids and all that kind of shit. But yeah, when I was in my 30s, I was like, hey, it's time to go. Let's go have some fun.
Boomers were born between 1946 and 1954.
Yeah, but anybody older than like 30 years old, they all call them.
I don't understand what TikTok is. I hear you, man. It's just a bunch of videos.
You gotta go. You know what it takes to get through TikTok? One solid week of fucking not liking videos. Like that's how you figure out.
That was a joke. Yeah,
we know.
Still,
we know.
Yeah. But no, it's just.
But even back to gaming, it's like I remember when I got my Sega Genesis. My mom got it for me. And she was like, I'm sorry, this is all I can get you for Christmas this year. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like ripping that shit open. I'm ready to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I was going, bonkers. Still got the damn thing, and I still got my Nintendo. I got my Super Nintendo, I believe, as well, along with the GameCube and stuff like that. So I've kept a lot of my systems just because I'm not getting rid of them.
I don't have them. I wish I kept them.
Yeah.
But I have the NES Retro that came out, the one from Nintendo that had like 40 games on it.
Yeah.
And I have the Super Nintendo one. I do have an original Game Boy that I have. Mm-hmm. Liz, I got one for, I want to say it was Father's Day, like 4 years ago, 4 years ago.
Nice.
She had got me one. Remember the maze? If you didn't have the game in the Sega? I don't
think I've ever turned. I've got it. So you're telling me if I turn it on, it'll just be a maze?
I don't know.
Well, shit, now I got to look.
Old School said hands up, so Old School knows.
That's a snail. You say hands up? It's a fucking snail.
It looked like a hand up.
Because he's got his hands up. I go, that's what a snail is these days? Like, all right, cool.
Maybe it has something to do with a snail. Oh, Old School asked about that. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'll have to check it out.
Their logos look, they're both kind of.
They're pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Well, yeah, no, I really do enjoy those games. I love them.
Yeah, it's a snail doing a maze.
No shit.
Huh.
So I'll get it because I actually had when my boys were when they were little, we lived out in Little Elm. They had their own room and all that kind of shit, bunk beds, and we had their whole like Cars theme room or whatever. I put my Sega Genesis in there. I was like, you guys want to play, whatever, NHL 94 and stuff like that. So I started them off on that kind of stuff with Sonic, but I never thought about turning the game on. Put the fucking cartridge in there. Because we learned from Nintendo, shit don't work very well.
And when it came out, when I got a Sega Genesis, when it first came out, the internet wasn't a thing.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Yeah.
There was no internet.com.
It was 1992.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nintendo Power, the magazine was still out.
And they had the call line, the helpline.
Yeah. You had to call
in.
It wasn't 800. It was like 808. You had to call Southern California. And I was like, can I call this number? My dad's like, you call that number, I'm going to kill you. It's like,
that's how you called to get your tips and tricks.
Yeah, I don't know how to get past this level. And then they break out their binder. There's a cool Netflix show on there. I think it was The Games That Made Us or something like that or something. And they were talking about it. And you go right back to the 80s.
I always think of The Wizard.
Oh yeah,
or The Wizard.
Uh-huh.
And you had he's getting his brother Jimmy ready. And Savage and the redhead chick would take turns calling the Nintendo Power Hotline. And the guy on the other side, he's got all the books and stuff like that. And she's sitting there writing everything down feverishly and all that. Do you play old WWE games on emulator? And I used to play those old WWE games on the PC back in when it was in middle school. I was a big N64 guy.
Oh, everybody was. And
that was when I was in college. And we had WCW versus NWO Revenge.
I have that game in the other room. Yeah.
And we would play the S out of that.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Coliseum.
How about GoldenEye? You know what I mean? Like, GoldenEye is legit. Like,
Perfect Dark.
I don't have Perfect Dark. I've got like a Pod Racer, like Star Wars Pod Racer and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've got, I probably have like 6 or 7 games that have made it like this far. And so we were collecting more. Lizzie and I would be going to like different places and finding different games. That's kind of something I like to do, but I put it on hold because some of these games, they started rocking up in price because I'm not the other one looking for these old ass games.
You got to try and find them at garage sales now if you want to get a good deal.
Exactly. And so, it just, with the games that I have and whatnot, and I fire them up every so often because I have a, the converter to put it on the big TV and stuff like that. GoldenEye multiplayer was until the sun came out. I'm telling you, it was so great. I mean, I remember I loved playing Super Nintendo as well because I remember when Super Nintendo was around, I was probably like 14, 15 years old. And so I was playing like, what the hell was that flyer game? Fox? Damn it, what the hell's the name? I wouldn't know if I didn't bring it up. But it was it was a game with a fox flying planes with like toads and shit like that. Oh my God, I don't know what the name of that game is. Someone tell me what that is. Tell me. And I'd just be up playing that game. I played that. I love Street Fighter. I've been a Street Fighter guy since and the arcade came out. When Street Fighter 2 hit and Street Fighter 2 Turbo hit, that was my game. That's what I played. And then when they put it on Nintendo, not Nintendo 64, but the Nintendo, I just said the name of it, Super Nintendo. When they put that game on there, I was like locked in, bonkers, going ape shit. Mortal Kombat came out. Loving it. I don't know all the codes for Mortal Kombat because I only played like Scorpion and Sub-Zero because a lot of them, they have the same patterns. What's up? Rathoff, how you doing? God, the class clown. Panda Gaming, what's up? What's up? Old school's in the house. Yep. Street Fighter 6. Dude, I haven't I played is it Street Fighter 6 I have on my PS4 because there's a new one that just came out. I haven't played it. I haven't downloaded it or anything like that, but I'm a big Street Fighter 2 Turbo guy. You catch me at the arcade table, the arcade cabinet, I'm kicking your ass.
Out there at Electric Starship?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you catch me out in North Richland Hills, I'm coming for you. Yeah. And Tekken was awesome, too.
Yeah, Tekken.
I love Tekken. And there was another fighting game that was really cool. It was on PlayStation 1. It was more open format, so you could move laterally. And I used to love playing that game, too. I can't remember if it maybe Shadow something. But I used to just beat the shit out of people at that game. Like, just beat 7 shades of shit out of them.
I remember, like, we were talking about, like, with GoldenEye. So, after my first year of college, I came back here, and me, the Knob, and 2 other guys, we ran the youth sports program out of the YMCA.
Oh, I was going to say something else. Okay.
We ran.
I'm glad I didn't say that.
We were in charge of that. And this was also during, like, this is back before I started drinking and all that.
Okay.
And all that fun stuff. And we had a buddy who got married that first year, out of high school to a high school sweetheart and all that. And he had his bachelor party. And we had it at the YMCA. We stayed at the YMCA overnight. And in one of the racquetball courts, we had the projector with the N64 playing GoldenEye.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we stayed up playing that and basketball and racquetball and all that stuff. But, yeah.
Okay, so I got Street Fighter 5. I got that for PS5 or PS4, excuse me. Street Fighter 6 is the one that just came out. So I haven't played that one yet. Okay. I don't know if I'll download it on here or if I'll get it on my PS4. I do prefer to play it on my PS4, even though I use controller on my computer. So I got a PS5 controller that I use over there, and then I've had to move over to an Xbox Pro computer or controller that I've having to use here lately. So, but yeah, no, it's gaming's always been fun, and I got stuck in the Fortnite hell for a long time. I used to love playing Call of Duty, as I mentioned before.
I loved playing Fortnite when I played.
Fortnite's fun with all of us get together. We're just drinking and shit.
We had a great time just getting trashed and playing and streaming and playing. And, we had a big group of people that we would play with and things like that. And there was always someone on that we knew that was playing. And
especially during the pandemic. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I got big into, like, with the Nintendo, with the youngest. and she was a huge fan of Excite Bike.
Oh yeah.
And then when we pull out the Super Nintendo, she was a big fan of. It was a Street Fighter 2. I think it was Turbo.
Yeah,
that was on. I was talking about that was on the the Mini, and she was a big fan of that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll sit down and play that. I have played Fortnite.
What?
I have like 5 months that I don't play Fortnite.
I haven't played in a while.
I haven't played in a long time.
Yeah. I don't even know if
I haven't played anything video games. The last video game I played was Spider-Man.
Really?
Because I was like, hey, I'm going to play Fortnite, and I turned it on, but it had took like an hour and a half to do updates because it'd been so long since I played.
Yeah. My go-to game is I sit down, like the computer's on all
You're always
night.
playing Rocket League.
And I'll play Rocket League. Yeah. Then it's because I can, if I'm sitting in the living room watching TV or something like that, I'm like, I just want to get up and need some energy or something like that. I'll go and I'll sit down and play Rocket League for like 1 or 2 matches, rank up real quick. Because I all I do is play ranked matches. So I go in here and I'll have like a drink and I'm just sitting there just kind of fucking around, and then I go back to the kitchen or living room or whatever, and I'm just plop right back down on the couch and like I wasn't even gone. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I don't have to lock in. I do miss the interaction. I think playing with other people and sitting down time where, I used to play 4 to 6 hours a night with people.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. Like every night, 4 to 6 hours, which is insane. And also streaming it up, but I don't do that anymore. I don't stream anymore, and I'm probably not going to go back to it because we do a lot of other stuff. But I still get my Rocket League in, and that's kind of my go-to. But yeah, no, I fired up Street Fighter the other day, and I was just like, I'm kicking the shit out of everybody. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm Ryu every single time. That's my guy. That's what I do, and I do have a lot of fun. But I need to start getting back into my old games. I need to break out some of my old games, my classic Nintendo as well with the retro Nintendo.
I haven't pulled that out in a while, or the Super Nintendo. And
I keep it right there.
You know what?
Boom, done.
I think that's going to come out on Father's Day.
There you go.
Again, it's whatever I want to do, and I think it's what I want to do. I think I want to play some Nintendo or some Super Nintendo, and just have some fun.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. We were talking Father's Day earlier. What does everybody like to do for Father's Day? I've been a dad for 22 years now, I think at this point.
Coming up on 14?
You're a 14-year man, and so it's like, by the time you get to this age, it's more about you just relaxing, having fun, not like doing everything like cook. Like you got to get and start grilling and shit like that. You got to. If
I'm grilling, it's because I want to grill.
Yeah,
right. It's like, hey.
But when you're younger,
I want to have burgers and things like. But that's the way it's always been. Like when I've been
it's always okay.
It's always, what do you want?
Okay.
And sometimes I'm like, you know what, I want to grill, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. I looked at the weather forecast. I don't want to grill.
It's 101 here Sunday.
Yeah.
I have no interest in standing in front of a grill that's rocking 500 degrees.
You have how long being a dad?
I've been a dad for 22 years.
14 years?
Yeah. I've been a dad for 22 years. Jeez. And my 14. So my son is...
He's 14 in November.
Yours November?
Yeah.
My oldest son is 20... He's 21. He'll be 22 later this year, so I guess 21 years.
How long have we been at the company? Be 14 years, right?
Shit, forever.
14,
yeah, 09 is for me.
Yeah. Same year. So, 14 years.
And then... I have stepsons and things like that are now, 30 and, fucking 26 years old. So, yeah, no, I've been around dad a long time. I have 5 years. Mine is 4 and 1.5. Congratulations. Hey, cheers to you. Happy Father's Day to you, by the way, too. Cheers to you. Hey, cheers to you, buddy. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. So, as I just lifted it up, that just reminded me that, this shirt has a tag in the weirdest place.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. Almost ripped it out earlier because it's
my first shirt with a tag right there.
That's how you know you got an NFL shirt. Like it's a official license.
Fanatics.
Yeah.
Cause it was weird because I put it on, so I got it yesterday.
Oh, let's do a real cheers for old school. 24 years.
Hey.
Yeah. We're cheers and dads right now, buddy. We've got the Woodford Reserve over there. We're gonna get into that a little bit. It's National Bourbon Day, but we're gonna. When we finish this out, that's when we're going to get to it. We'll maybe record a short or two, and then we're going to do a chug for the Patreon.
Yeah.
But and then we have to record another show for the baseball. We're busy. We're busy tonight. Yeah.
But no, I forgot to give Busby crap about this. So I go out to the mail, and I've got this thing I'm signed up with the USPS, where I see in the morning an email every day telling me what's coming in my mail.
UPS.
USPS.
Oh, okay, mine's UPS.
Yeah, I have with USPS. And what we got here? Hey, we have a new record here by Old School.
24 years.
Yeah. By the way, I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yep.
But
flew over the Dominican on my way to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Wife's Puerto Rican.
That's where the wife is.
I was like, can you just toss me out right now?
She's from there.
I was like, just toss me out right now.
Yeah.
When I came back and I was talking to her dad about it, I'm not trying to step on your story.
you're
We're
good.
going to get back to it. He goes, did you like it? I go, I actually had a blast while I was there. Yeah, I loved it. He goes, you really loved it? He was like serious about it. I was like, I was just,
why wouldn't I?
like I was just feeding him lies. I go, yeah, no, I was like,
I don't know if you know this or not, but I have a thing for Puerto Ricans.
you know, I was like, I felt the same way as I did when I was in Miami. I felt really vibrant, alive, some people would say. And yeah, no, I loved it. Loved the country. But anyways, go ahead, bud.
What was I even talking about?
I don't even know, man.
Oh, the shirt.
Yeah.
So I see it, and I was like, I see that there's something coming from Fanatics, and I assumed.
Oh, okay.
Like I could see where it's coming from, like on a package.
Yeah.
So I assumed it was something that Liz or maybe the oldest kid bought me for Father's Day,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then so I go out and I check the mail and I pull it out, and there's a package there for Anthony. And I'm like, what the?
Who the F is Anthony?
Because I've talked, in case you don't, because if you're first watching the show, you think my name's Alan. Alan's a nickname that I have. My name's Antonio. I grew up going by Tony.
Anthony.
At work, I go by Antonio. But I have this big pet peeve of going by people saying Anthony.
You don't like that Caucasian name.
I don't like at work, people will send an email to me, which in order to send an email to me, you have to type Antonio.
Nah, you just type the D.
But
D-E-P.
it shows my name.
Yeah, but they don't listen to that. Oh, Jays win.
And then you said, "Hey, Anthony," and I'm like, "Where this mother?" So I see it.
We're in
What state are
Texas.
you? We're in Texas. We're in Texas. He's actually from Kentucky,
Yeah.
and I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
From Michigan.
Been down in Texas for 30 years, 34 years.
I've been down here since '95. But and I see it, and like there's nothing inside of it saying who it's from or anything like that.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, I got something here from Anthony. And Liz and the kids are like, who's it from? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, what is it? I don't know. And I open it and I'm like, oh, it's Lions. And I see it says #1 dad, all that on the back of it. And I'm like, who's it from? I'm like, I don't know.
It's some other kid. But you know, I think you're the least person to be suspected of having another kid that's like out of like somewhere. You know what I mean? You're not out there like knocking around chicks.
No, because I
You know what
work
I mean?
4 jobs if you count the podcast stuff. My family live in Boston, Lawrence. Eventually, I will be there. Okay, cool.
All right, nice.
But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know who it's from. And they're like, well, is it from your brother? I was like, no, my brother knows my name. Like, what about Megan, your sister-in-law? Well, she knows my name.
Yeah. I was like, I have stuff delivered here, and it's for you, but I haven't delivered here, so you don't see it.
Right, but I'm just like, and then like today, like when I woke up this morning, it's like, wait a minute. Busby asked me for my address, and I get this. And he had said, hey, I have something for Father's Day for you.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, okay. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, is the Lions #1 dad shirt from you? He said, yeah, it is. I was like, okay, cool, thanks. You know.
Now I know.
But now I was like, where did he get Anthony from?
You know, they don't think your name is.
Here's the thing,
Antonio.
But on the podcast, it's Alan, and we're friends on Facebook, and it's Tony.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, no one thinks your name is Antonio. It's like a dumb name. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
an Italian name.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't look like an Antonio. No one's ever going to think, if they gave you the 3 options of like, you know, Anthony, Antonio, or just shitbag. You know what I mean? They're not going to ever guess Antonio. Like 0 out of 100. There's no way. There's no way. You look like an Anthony, which
Up
is
in
an
Michigan,
Italian
maybe.
name of, Anthony. Antonio's an Italian name of Antonio.
Antonio's Italian.
That's
And
what
it's-
I'm saying.
Like my grandfather was Italian.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Teamsters, Hoffa, like he was involved with the mom. My
So
grandfather.
who are you
was.
really? He's Antonio.
I don't fucking know. I go by
I-
Frank too.
I've never called.
I go by so many different names.
I've never called Alan by his. I never call him by Antonio because I'm like, I don't accept.
You did when I first. No. It was about 5 or 6 months before I started working there.
I don't recognize that name.
Before Alan came around, because that didn't come out until after The Hangover came out.
The Hangover's already out.
No, this was.
No,
this
The
didn't
Hangover's
come
already out.
This didn't come out until after The Hangover at the dodgeball event.
Oh, that's fine. But I'm saying the Hangover was already out before then. But yeah,
So, but before then,
Yeah.
I was Antonio.
Okay. I don't recognize. Yeah, I don't recognize that.
But it was one of those things where like I went by Tony, but when I started working at the company, there was already a Tony there, and I was like, well,
he's Antonio. That's his name. He's called Antonio.
What's on your birth certificate? That's the one way to find. No, it's Antonio.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about that was I didn't find out my name was Antonio until the 3rd grade.
You were such trash.
Because everyone called me Tony growing up. And then I was in the 3rd grade, and this was the first time where the teacher called roll. I guess my mom didn't get to the teacher before.
Oh God!
And she's calling roll, first day of school, and she goes, Antonio DePool, and I look around, I'm like, someone's got the same last name as me. I'm in 3rd grade. I think that's cool. No one's ever had the same last name.
Yeah, you
as
got
me,
a brother
right?
you don't know about.
And I'm like, oh crap! And I'm looking around, and no one's raising their hand. I was like, crap, they're not here today. Can't wait till they show up. And then she keeps calling names. I'm like, wait, I should have been after that, and I wasn't.
I'm glad you did some detective work there.
And then she gets to the end of the row. She says, anyone's name you didn't call? And I raised my hand. She's like, what's your name? I go, Tony DePool. She goes, are you not Antonio DePool? I go, I don't think so.
God, you were so dumb.
I
never met a dumber person that just wants to call people dumb.
But I was never called Antonio. Like, that's the thing. In whatever grade you're, so my kids, actually my kid, 9 years of my life, because my youngest was just in 3rd grade, 9 years. I was never called Antonio.
Never in your life.
I was always called Tony.
Oh God.
So I remember going home from school that day. Mom was like, how today did it go? I go, it was awful. She's like, what do you mean it was awful? I was like, it turns out my name's Antonio and I didn't know.
That's terrible news.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Third grade was awful for me.
It sounds terrible.
It was. I'll call you Southbeard from the north. There you go. Old school.
Street Fighter Tekken, or X-Tekken on
Street
Xbox
Fighter
360.
Tekken. Xbox 360 was my shit. One of the best games in the Xbox 360.
Nice. I miss Xbox 360. I
was a big Halo guy.
Yeah.
Huge Halo guy.
I didn't get into it.
Oh, I love.
I was
Halo.
too busy playing what's that
I
racing
played
game?
Halo, Forza.
No, the other one. I played Forza, but I played on the Underground. No, Need for Speed.
Need for Speed.
Yeah,
Okay,
I played that. Cops versus something. We got to get out of here. We got to do some recordings. We got some shit to do.
What do you think about the beer?
Banger was a banger.
Banger is a banger.
Yeah, 8.4, so it's higher on the ABV. You're gonna feel this one. Check out this pack. Let us know what you think about it. You know, if you do pick it up, it's St. Arnold Summer Vibes Variety Pack. This is something that, like, it's got something for everybody. You're talking Pilsners, you're talking lagers, you're talking IPAs, you're talking, like, big IPAs, too. What is that? What's that last one? Imperial. An Imperial Hazy. It's going to knock your socks off. But
real quick, if you're local or if you want to come into town, we're going to be out at Brutal this Saturday from 12 to 9. We'll be out there for their 4-year anniversary party. We're going to have a great time.
Looking forward to it.
Come up to us and say the phrase that pays. Slam-a-lam-a ding-dong. Koozie, stickers, whatever. We'll get you something. Check out all of our podcasts. So we have the Strikeout Beer. But then we also have the Ranger Roundup comes out every Monday. We have Talking Baseball with Alan. We have the SB Baseball Podcast, which under the SB Baseball Podcast is Talking Baseball with Alan. We have the SB Fantasy Football Podcast. And we have Talking Lines with Alan and Part-Time Nerd. We have a lot. We have a lot going on right now. But check all those out. We're actually getting ready to record the SB Baseball Podcast. You do this every day. We do Strikeout Beer Wednesdays. Now, we will release recorded beer reviews throughout the week. Almost every day of the week, we have a recorded beer review that we release.
Yeah. We sometimes go live on Monday nights. Sometimes.
And we go live on Monday nights a decent amount of the time.
Yeah.
But always Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mondays are 9 p.m. Central Time if we go live. And then we release beer reviews throughout the week on there, as well as, again, everything else that I just said. SB Fantasy Football Podcast, SB Baseball Podcast.
So many.
Links in the description. We'll get the links out there. If you want to have the links for everything, check us out on our Facebook page. That's where we post a lot of the links that we have.
Dude, yeah,
check it out.
It's so many.
Yeah.
Like, it's beyond.
It's a, if you want to know everywhere that we're at, you just steal home? Oh! He stole home while the dude threw it at the batter's head.
Oh God!
Watching the Yankees-Mets game, homeboy just stole home.
That's how we end how we end shows around here.
But if you just want like a recap of everything, shoot us an email, strikeoutbeer@gmail.com, and we'll send you the link to everything.
Yeah. We're everywhere.
Yeah. So, but thank you guys so much for checking us out. We appreciate it. We appreciate the new people in here.
Yeah, been a lot of fun.
What was it? Panda Gone. Thank you guys for coming in here. And then also Panda brought in Wrath Off God, that class clown. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Guys, we'll see you later. As always, I'm Alan.
Rapper Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces. Thank you for listening to the Strikeout Beer Podcast.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.